Things have been tough.
It's Wednesday, the 27th of August. Last night, Georgia had a really awful, well, we don't know what it is actually at the moment. It is either a gallbladder attack or another kidney stone obstruction. It was like labour pain, so she was breathing like a woman in labour, really uncomfortable. We had to bring her upstairs into our bed just to hold like the heat pad on her back, and she just would not get comfortable. It took about 2 hours for her to go off back to sleep. We wanted to call an ambulance, but she was adamant that she didn't want to go in an ambulance because at the moment, because she's lost so much weight, she can't sit on like a bum too long because the tailbone is really protruding, and obviously she's feeling all her pelvic bones and her hip bones. So that, she was just like, no, I want to just let this morphine kick in, and then we'll contact them directly in the morning to see if there's any way we can let London know and they can let Warrington know. So I've been emailing about 4 different people this morning. I've emailed London, I've emailed Warrington, I've left voicemails at Warrington, and Simon has actually just come back from Warrington Hospital after going direct to UIU, which is the Urology Investigations Unit. So whilst he was in the hospital, I've just got a call from another secretary, so not Mr. Chiloki's secretary, one of the other ones, who is fully aware of Georgia, was really lovely and said, yep, she's definitely not an A&E patient, make your way over to UIU and we'll organise a CT scan. So that's where Georgia is. I've literally just dropped Si off at the entrance for urology. I'm parked up waiting for them because there's no point in me driving off. I might as well wait here, let her have the scan and see what happens then. And then best case scenario would be she's just had a gallbladder attack and then she is booked in for gallbladder surgery. So it's not a million miles away. It's the 18th of September, but it's not nice for her to experience these, especially in the middle of the night when you're on your own and then you're having to, she's phoning me up in tears. It's just like a more scary kind of experience for her. So if it's that, then we deal with that. If it's the worst case scenario, which would be that there is a stone obstructing exactly in the same position as last year, so obviously you guys have watched her vlogs, you'll see that she was taken in last year and had to have an emergency drain, and it just feels like it's never getting any better. This year has been hell for Georgia, and to see her lose so much weight is really difficult for us as parents and family to see her like that, and friends. It's just not nice because she is skin and bone, and she can't, even me lifting Georgia now hurts her, and I can feel her bones sticking into me as I pick her up, and I just don't know how much more her little body can take.
I don't know where to begin. Honestly, I have no idea where to even begin. I think the last clip you would have seen was my mum speaking in the car, giving you guys an update on me being in hospital. So I updated you guys on my health update, and then literally not even 2 days after I filmed that, I ended up in hospital. Or to be fair, I was nearly ending up in A&E that night. Things are bad anyway, like things are just bad as they are at the minute, like they're horrific, but just I did not expect things to get worse or any worse than they could be, and it's really hard. Things have been really hard, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to get upset. I've just put Vaseline on my lashes because I don't get lash extensions anymore because I'm too ill to get things like that done. And I'm over here like crying it off. It's just really shit situation. Like this situation is just getting from bad to worse. So basically, I think I did my health update and I basically told you my update of me saying that I have recently been told that I'm going to get my gallbladder out and I'm basically just waiting for my surgery, and then I still obviously need kidney stone surgery on my left kidney. Now at that time I did that update literally last week when I filmed it. That was the current situation. Things have just completely took a turn, so I ended up in horrific pain, labour pains, like just absolutely, like I woke up and I was just like, I didn't know whether I wanted to be sick, or I didn't know whether I was literally going to pass out with pain, or just the most immense pain in my right kidney, which is the one that I have been having issues with. I'm not gonna lie, things weren't getting picked up on my right kidney, so I was in so much pain. I keep saying for weeks now that the pain that I've got in my right kidney is what I basically describe as the pain that it makes me want to pop my kidney. And I know that sounds like a really weird and awful thing to say, but that's kind of like the pain that I'm in. I was basically up all night, 2 days from that video, crying. I ended up ringing my mum in the middle of the night. My mum is just, my mum and dad's room is literally just above me. Things get bad because I ring my mum, and that's when things get bad, because I never ever would ring my mum or my dad in the middle of the night. So luckily they are upstairs, literally just above me, and I just couldn't control my pain, and I rang my mum crying, literally saying I'm in so much pain and I don't know what to do. Now bear in mind I'd already been up, quite funnily I was actually up anyway with Rue. Rue needed the toilet herself, bless her, so she got me up at 3, and that's when I started to get pain anyway, but it was slightly creeping up. So I'd taken a dose of my morphine and taken Rue out for a wee. There was a hedgehog. I mean, I filmed this clip right now. This is iconic. 3 a.m. with a hedgehog. I'm so sorry, hedgehog, you haven't. Rue, leave. Actually, like, as I'm filming this clip, I'm in a lot of pain with my kidney, but I'm thinking that my morphine is going to help it. I also had to take another painkiller alongside that as well. So as I'm hoping for it to kick in, during this time, from like 3, I think it was about 4:30, the pain was just getting worse and worse. It wasn't actually slightly decreasing or getting better. I know this pain, and I just know my body, I know my pain. This pain is exactly what I had last year, and it's just happening in the exact same way, literally the same pain as last year and everything. So I ended up ringing my mum, and she came downstairs and she heated up my hot water bottle again, and I ended up going upstairs with my dad, so bless my dad again. Like, I honestly feel awful on my mum and dad at the minute, because the way that they're not sleeping because of me, because I'm in so much pain at the minute at night. I'm up all night. It's not fun for me, but it's really not fair for them. So bless my dad, I'm like howling in pain, like labour pains, like a pregnant woman. As I'm howling down his ear, my dad is obviously carrying me upstairs to my mum and dad's bedroom, just so I can lie on their bed and my mum and dad can, try and comfort me and help me get through the pain. Yeah, it was honestly, it was a rough night, and rather just deal with the pain at home. And luckily, I'm on no different medication than I would be at hospital. So at hospital, they only give you morphine anyway, which is exactly what I'm on. Luckily, that's what I'm allowed at home due to me being a chronic pain patient anyway. I honestly think it took me about 3 hours to fully get my pain under control that night. It was horrific, and my pain is starting to get really bad, like to a point where even I can't control it with the morphine doses that I was on at hospital. So that's kind of what's given me the scare, basically, because if I'm literally on the doses that I was on when I was in hospital last year, why is that not working? It was taking about 3 hours before it slowly started to kick in. I basically had to take a higher dose of morphine, which is always like my last resort. I can have a certain amount of morphine for my body, and that just gives me the option to go for, if it gets bad, I've got extra. So it took 3 hours to fully get me comfortable. I ended up coming back downstairs to my own bed, just because I'm comfier in my own bed with my cushion. And I basically didn't sleep. I just kind of sat up in bed and just kind of dozed off. So the next day we decided that I needed to go to a local urology team, and there's like a higher up nurse there and stuff. They kind of know me, they're familiar with me. Luckily I got in for an emergency CT scan because I then waited for the results, and as I knew, and surprise, surprise, I say this all the time, but I feel like it's quite hard for doctors to understand me and know my body, but I knew deep down my right kidney was not okay, because it's ended up showing that on the scan that even though back in February and January time I only had kidney stones in my left kidney, I've now got kidney stones in my right, which is a massive explanation on why I'm having so much pain in my right kidney. Literally not even 24 hours ago, I was up again screaming in pain. I had to ring my mum. My mum had to basically help me again. And it's just one of these things at the minute where I'm just trying to really manage things at home while I can, because I'm so dosed up to the max. I've got constant heat pad on my back, and it is just my right kidney that is just giving me, I can't even tell you the amount of pain that I'm in. It is horrific. I just constantly want to pop my kidney. I'm literally living off about 2 hours, 3 hours sleep a night. The rest of the night I'm up all night. I'm just not sleeping. I literally feel like a zombie. I'm basically just waiting until I'm in hospital. I literally go down to London to get admitted to hospital within the next week. I'm not loving life at the minute. I've never dealt with so much suffering with my body, and it's so sad because I just want to have my life back, and at the minute I've literally got no life. Just filming this is so freaking hard. But yeah, I'm not good. I'm really, really not good at the minute, but I'm just holding off for, my admission to London. It's literally around the corner, which of course you will be every part of our journey. My mum is going to be filming it for you just so you guys know and have an update. But yeah, that is basically everything for now. I really appreciate your love and support. See you all soon.